I'm back on the wagon. I'm not interrupting the theme.
You're not being able to speak either.
I was way more pleased with myself than I should have been.
I did it. I didn't interrupt our really long theme tune.
1 minute in, add a voice.
Every week you manage to do it. You pat yourself on the back.
It's all
Put a little pound in your piggy bank.
No, I ain't doing, Paul.
I'm very good. Not too bad. It could be worse.
It could be worse. Nice cheery fucking start.
No, I'm good. You?
Yeah, not bad. Did
Lovely.
you watch any films?
I have finally watched a film.
Well, someone's done his homework.
It only took me 3 weeks. I watched Dune.
Dune?
The new one, not the one from the 80s.
Oh, is it any good?
I really liked it. Oh. It's quite a slow start.
Okay.
I can see why maybe quite a lot of people might give up on it.
Huh?
It's quite heavy and slow at the beginning, but it's good. I liked it.
That's good.
I kept giggling to myself, thinking of the main the actor's name as Timothy Chardonnay.
Is it Pinot Noir?
Yeah. I really made me tickle myself. What I did quite like is and like all these things, like a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Because they want to fight like loads of goons, they have to be like infallible. They'll fight like 20 people.
It's a big word for you, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you very much. A Christmas present?
They're infellatio. Okay.
Vis-a-vis, so what usually happens is like they fight these bad guys and they can't like make a single misstep, otherwise they die. And you're like, well, this is a bit silly. It's a bit a bit over the top. Whereas in this, they just like pat themselves on the chest and they get like blue armor, and then they can all just like brawl.
Oh.
And it's like they can take hits. It's like a video game.
It's a brawler.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Good.
But other than that, it's good.
Oh, good. I watched Society in the Snow. I think it's called that anyway, and it's about the plane that crashed in the Andes and they all had to eat each other.
Oh, yeah, I've got that on the old watch list on Netflix.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, stressy film to watch. It's
sexy.
It's stressy.
Oh. It's a sexy film.
It's a sexy film.
God, I get thin.
No, I was stressed the whole way through it.
Yeah.
And then, but what the problem is, I was eating a beef rib as well at the time. So I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there eating a fucking beef rib.
Henry VIII.
I think it just tasted a human.
Oh, look at them. Oh, God. They must be so hungry.
Like gnawing on the bone.
Sucking out the marrowbone jelly.
It's like the new generation of 4D cinema. Taste of vision. Oh,
that's revolting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I gave myself a headache with that. You been up to anything else?
Yeah.
Doing cocaine? Oh yeah.
So I've been on reality TV.
Okay.
Yeah, I went on reality TV.
Nice.
Crime Watch. So I robbed a shop. Went on Crime Watch, turned myself in, claimed the reward.
Dialing in from Her Majesty's Royal Pleasure.
Made £56.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Not me either.
That doesn't really matter, does it?
£56.
Lovely stuff.
Cash hot, baby.
Cash hot time rich.
Fucking hell.
All right, should we say that again?
Struggle, yeah. Cash
hot time rich. What a pair of mugs.
Right, yeah. So, I want to invest my movie money.
We have such a simple format, and we get it wrong every week.
I can't believe it. It's so stupid, yeah. So I'm going to invest my my hard-earned money.
How would you like to spend the money, Jim?
In a movie, please. Like we do every week. Yeah, we seem to have forgotten what
I want to go to the movies.
And obviously, Paul, this is going downhill.
Yeah.
So we need someone to come and help us.
Please save us.
To actually do a better job of it. So I've invited in a very good friend, and he's an absolutely fantastically funny comedian. I love watching it. I love watching his act. He's actually brilliant. Welcome to the show, Andrew Dipple.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I'm really good. Yeah, thanks. And yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, good. Yeah, I think.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
It could always be worse.
Did you watch a film this week?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, what did you watch?
I know. I watched an older film though.
Oh.
Well, I say older. It came out in 2023. It's
So last year.
all of about 8 weeks ago, if I'm honest.
Christmas movie.
Basically, I haven't been to the cinema, is what I meant. Those horrible places. No, I watched a Guy Ritchie film, The Covenant,
Oh.
with Jake Gyllenhaal, and it was unbelievable.
Was it good? Was it?
Really, really good. I'm a huge fan of Guy Ritchie's movies, but every single Guy Ritchie movie I've seen has the very Guy Ritchie thing about the way it's directed.
Yeah.
And all of his movies have that, except this film. This is just a top tier film. It is really, really well done, wonderfully acted, wonderfully cast. The pacing is superb, and the direction is outstanding.
Fucking hell, he actually knows something about films.
Yeah, hold on. What do I do here?
Did I come too prepared?
Well, you've seen a film, so yeah. More prepared than we usually are.
Yeah. What I've seen is the Bone Eater or whatever it was called.
That was you.
That was a film of me watching the film.
Yeah, just you were sat in front of a mirror all evening, weren't you?
Just eating ribs, baby. Just eating ribs.
Oh, this movie's making me hungry. Tell me in Northern.
No word of a lie, I have had that. I've been watching, there's a TV show called The Brother's Son. Brothers, plural, son. And it's...
Oh, well, yes, I know on
The
Netflix.
Nephew.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
on Netflix, right?
The nephew?
No.
Oh, sorry.
That's why I said plural rather than with the apostrophe.
okay.
Yeah. No, it's a wonderful TV show, and in that they keep one of the guys likes baking, and every episode I start wanting to bake. I'm really easily led, and then they'll go out for Chinese food, and by about episode 6 I just ordered an inordinate amount of food and just sat there and binge watched the rest of the show.
Just a Greg's Chinese fusion.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. If you put noodles in a steak bake, you can't beat it.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible for me.
Oh, yeah.
Have either of you seen The Whale?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
That's a film that will put you off food.
Yeah, I went on keto the next day.
That's tough to watch.
I'll make it up.
That's exactly why I haven't watched it. It's the one pleasure I have left in life.
You'll kill my last love.
But enough about these films, because Andrew, you're going to pitch us a film that you could use. That's why you're here. Right. So your film, where is it set?
Right, so it is set in modern day America.
Oh, modern day America. Oh,
yes.
where? What sort of America?
We're looking like East Coast, New York kind of America.
Okay.
It could also be borderline fictional New York area.
Okay. Ah.
Not ghosts, but
It would not. It wouldn't even break the bank how many times we've had ghosts appear on this podcast every week.
Ghosts, dinosaurs.
just reuse them.
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett.
We could do with more pirates.
yeah, we had any pirates. Yeah.
Do you want me
Food
to
for
pivot and do pirates?
No.
No.
We're
It's
not leaving
way
you.
too early in the podcast for us to make a tit of it.
Is that-
We haven't even started. New York. How about the moon?
Oh, just a series of pirates round Manhattan. It's like Escape from New York, but with pirates rather than sharks.
Keep talking.
Jim's tails.
Okay. Right. So in modern day New York.
Yes, and what I propose is a superhero movie sequel
Oh.
Right.
to, say, like the Avengers.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have the Battle of New York at the end of Avengers 1, set in 2012.
Yeah.
I want to do a film sequel to that where they've lost.
Okay. So alternate universe.
Yes.
Okay.
So you just go off on a totally different world, and essentially the world has been taken over by Loki and his Chitauri army, and there's no superheroes left. And then what I want is a load of plucky, random underdogs who are at best B-list character actors.
Okay.
Right? I don't want a single famous face. I want everybody to come on screen and you go, oh, it's that guy.
He looks like a
yes,
actor.
I know who he is. You know, he was in that film with that guy. Yeah, that guy.
It's Morgan Freeman from Temu.
Yeah. And I just want it to be them living their daily lives.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
I want them basically in
bit of baking.
Yeah, in the office doing their new mundane jobs in the new world order. Right. The world has fundamentally ended as we know it. And then you have like the Office style documentary of a completely broken world.
Like someone doing their tax return in Mad Max.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm kind of getting like Man in the High Castle vibes. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. It's
that
good, yeah.
was horrible.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It started off really cool and then it got a bit boring.
It really trailed off. And the last season of that, I think there were 4. The last season of that felt like it got cancelled at the end of season 3, and then they went, oh, we've been renewed, who have we got left? And they killed off loads of people like mid-season.
Standard rules. Okay, so we've got right now, this is going to be set in modern day New York after the Battle of New York at the end of the Avengers film, where it's just New York is been defeated, and the new residents of this New York are just going about their daily shitty lives.
Yes. Anyone who wasn't fit enough to be drafted to fight back, who is left, is just doing mundane jobs.
That's free.
Maybe this is it. We don't know what's happened outside.
There's no windows in it.
This was the worst place to figure out an apocalypse happened.
It's got so for me, it's got the kind of vibes of what's it? Is it something like 10 Cloverfield Lane?
Yeah.
Where Cloverfield's happened or has it, and then they're just locked in a room and they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
But instead, they go outside and they've just been drafted into like doing procurement for alien warfare.
Have you raised the purchase order for that missile?
Exactly that. Just a load of really.
You need a PO. Who signed that off? I could just do this for the next hour if you want.
That's the worst problem at war. All the red tape.
Just so much bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't have bothered taking over the planet if I thought it was going to be like this.
Yeah, Loki's just there. He's won, and all he's doing now is signing forms. Right? His entire job now is just, I got to do expenses today.
What would be some of Loki's expenses?
Like using the Tesseract to travel on personal business.
Loki, you haven't turned in your receipts.
Yeah.
Mr. Loki.
Loki, I've sent you 4 slacks. Why don't you do that? I've copied in so-and-so on this email chain.
Yeah, Thanos is there like, you're my direct report. You're making me look bad. Don't you know I've got thousands of other planets that I've conquered?
You've not done your expenses. You've not done your compliance training. You're going to get a free.
Yeah. And health and safety training in that film is just how to most efficiently kill people.
Loki, you haven't finished your KPIs.
Your kill performance indicators.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, that's good. Okay,
Right, scrap the film. Let's just do this.
This is the film. So who's our main character?
Our main character is going to be Steve.
Steve.
I couldn't think
Rogers?
of No. I'll pick a different name based on that. Let's call him Greg.
Greg.
Yeah.
Okay, so Greg. Tell us a little bit about Greg. Who's he played by?
Greg is played by that guy from that thing. Basically, you want like... I'm going to now Google people really quickly. Now,
Dun, 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 dun.
you basically want anyone who was famous in the 80s but now plays a dad in a TV show cameo. Like a Greg Kinnear.
Oh my God! That's the one voice out of my head. That's so bizarre. Yeah. I mean, he was called Greg, so I guess.
I think that's what I've done to myself as well.
It wasn't a humongous leap now I think about it.
And Steve Bloom. Well, that could be another way of doing it. Is you just cast it with people who have historically done voice acting in superhero films.
Okay.
And now they have to be live action superheroes.
Drafted in the reserves.
Yeah, like the TA.
So, Greg, what's his job? What's his job role?
Greg is retired, has been for 20 years, or 10 years, sorry.
Yeah.
And he was...
He's an old boy, isn't he?
I was trying to work out how old Greg Kinnear is in my head. I haven't seen him in a while. But no, let's say he's like in his mid-60s. He's been retired for a bit. He did all right. But he's got a bum hip, so he couldn't go to war. But he was formerly a traffic warden. Yeah.
Okay.
Explains the bum hit.
Yeah, exactly. Just got hit by a car one day as it was pulling out while he's trying to ticket it. Bam.
Is this pre-war? Or
Pre-war. Yeah.
Right, pre-war.
Yeah.
Damaged by a pre-war parking ticket.
I like the idea that you think he's still going around doing tickets after the war's happened. Like, this car that's on fire is upside down, but it should not be there.
You can't park there, love.
Just sticking a ticket in the underside of the car.
On the 8th story of a skyscraper.
Yeah, there's got to be some order in this new world. That's the thing.
Well, that's what they're here for now.
Yeah.
They're the bureaucrats.
They're the bureaucrats.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're the bureaucrats. So Greg is out. Does Greg have any other characters that he interacts with during this hour film?
He does. He has Mavis.
Who?
Mavis.
Mavis.
Yes.
Right. And what does Mavis do?
Mavis is his secretary because we've gone back in time almost. It seems. Like,
Mad men.
yeah.
We've never gone back in time during the casting. So that's good.
The way in which the new world is set up is very old-fashioned.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this film could be entirely sepia toned, which will save on budget for all the CGI that you might need for the aliens.
Set in the Wild West.
I like it.
Or
To
South
save.
America.
To save, there's just lots of random Wild West props in the middle of the city. It's just a big cardboard cactus.
Yes, exactly. Why not? They give it a bit of life in the office. There you go. In their big office building, they've got cardboard plants just to give a bit of life because everything else is dead.
As well, like every time there's a cut, there's like a dong dong dong, like
Bow, bow, bow.
tumbleweed.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So you got Mavis. Who plays Mavis?
Mavis is played. Oh goodness knows. Let's try and figure someone out.
Okay, so what sort of vibes does she have?
She has very. I won't do anything that's not my job vibes.
Okay.
Yeah. We all know her, Mavis.
Oh, I'll tell you what's her name. She's the. I can't even think she's in.
This is the perfect casting, right? Yeah. This is exactly what I want.
Okay.
It sounds so ambitious of you, Jim, to try and think of an actor or actress. You were like, I've got one. No, I don't. I don't know anyone's name. Michelle Rodriguez?
I do.
I feel like we should go with like a Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly.
She is a wonderul actrce.
Yep.
Really, really good. But
She's not listening.
Well, she could be. Now she knows I'm on it. But no, I like the idea of someone like her who she's been in a superhero movie. She was in Hulk.
Oh, was she?
2003 Ang Lee one as Betty Ross.
Oh, excellent.
Anyway, but so I like the idea that she's just knocking about. Totally different role for her, like from say Blood Diamond. And
Does she see the Hulk go past and go, you look a bit like a guy I used to work with?
you look like my ex. I should call Bruce.
He'd be a dead Hulk as well, surely.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, dead Hulk.
Yep.
They've not cleaned him up.
He's just there.
Oh yeah, where's the Hulk still about? Sorry, we lost.
He defected.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Oh god. Right, Mavis.
Mavis. So Mavis is secretary. Any more people in the office that we've got here?
Yeah, we're gonna need someone like a Rick Moranis, I feel.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic! I knew Ghost to turn up.
Yeah. I've got so much time for that man. But I like the idea of him being like in charge of the office
Yeah.
and being like a really hard-nosed boss.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Like picture like the police chief in Lethal Weapon, hard nose, or like in what's that? The Arnold Schwarzenegger film, Last Action Hero.
Oh right.
You got the really screamy, shouty police chief. I want Rick Moranis doing that.
Okay, Rick Moranis is the boss. What's his name in the film? Is he just called Rick Moranis?
That would be even better.
Mick Rowanis.
Let's call him Mick. There we go.
Mick. Okay.
Michael.
Michael.
Michael Moranis.
And the opening scene, what happens here? Do we have... So we're going to open up the film. We've got some characters. Do we start off with a little bit of a explanation as to what's happened?
I think you just do a cold open.
Cold open, straight into the film.
Yeah, you're in the office.
Yeah,
and then they're just going about their daily business, much akin to say Office Space.
Oh, okay, right? Cool, yeah.
And so they're just going about their daily bits, and then walks a random alien, like a Kree soldier from the Kree Empire, big blue dude. Although you can't tell because it might be sepia, and then. I'm still keeping track of the nonsense I'm spouting.
Much better than we ever have. Yeah. Jim writes it down.
I can't read it back. I write it so quick.
But in he comes, and it's basically not explained for the next half an hour of the film.
Has he got a cup of coffee? Like, as he's walking.
Yeah, and like clipboard kind of.
Yeah,
like,
clipboard. This is old school.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I say, everything's gone to pot.
I suppose the internet's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just gone back to there are ashtrays on the desks.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It's old school. Yeah.
And Rick Moranis' character is just constantly walking around stubbing people's cigarettes out because it's a fire hazard. And you can do a wonderful scene with him where he's basically got an extinguisher like a proton pack.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, nice little throw to Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Is he looking for the janitor? Where's the keymaster?
Are you the gatekeeper?
I think we've had Ghostbusters in every single episode.
I love it. That's my new game. Try and squeeze in Ghostbusters reference.
It's impossible to not. That newest one is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's good.
I actually haven't seen it, and Jim ruined it last week.
Stop bringing it up on the podcast.
It's been up for hours.
I know. I'll watch it tomorrow.
So the alien walks through the office.
Alien walks through the office.
Cup of tea, the clipboard.
Yeah, and he's just walks along. Have you got that report, Greg Kinnear?
Does he talk like a geezer, does he? Oh, Mavis.
Did you not know all the Kree are British?
My mum was Chitari, my dad's from Romford.
Both shit. Yeah. Okay, so we've got Cockney alien.
Yeah. So he walks in, gets a report off Greg Kinnear's character, and then just sods off.
Classic.
And then you have no idea why this is happening.
Unexplained, yeah.
He's just in, he's out, as if nothing's happened.
But it hasn't.
And that, my friend, is the entire point of this film. I don't really want anything to happen throughout the course of this movie.
It sounds riveting.
Office banter.
Yes. Yeah. Between four of the dullest people in the world who are.
Is there a fourth person coming today? Is that?
It's our special guest, Jennifer Connelly.
Okay, right. So we've got the alien. So I want to hear more office shenanigans that happen here. It's gonna be a coffee machine.
There's got to be a coffee machine.
There's got to be a coffee machine.
Except it's going to be a weird alien coffee machine that keeps breaking down.
Okay.
Because it doesn't make coffee like the coffee machine should anymore. Because there's no one left to fix it.
How does it make coffee?
Badly. All right. Spluttering, exploding, never goes right.
I'm imagining like the breakfast machine from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like eggs flying around.
I've got a soft-boiled egg.
Just falls in the coffee.
I don't like these Chitari lattes.
Chilates.
No, chai latte.
But yeah, there's a wonderful, like, you can do so much with this. You can have it like
let's do it.
Just all the office politics you normally get. You've got some random like Chitari person who keeps microwaving their horrible Chitari meals in the microwave.
Give us a name of a Chitari meal.
A Chitari meal?
Yeah.
Chitari mushrooms. And,
Chitari mushrooms?
Yep. And just over rice. And what you don't know about Chitari mushrooms is they're incredibly smelly.
just made the weirdest noise.
That's the sound of Jatari mushrooms.
that was the microwave going deep. Okay, right.
Yeah,
so
and you just have all the office politics, and you basically end up with this feud breaking out between the humans and the aliens.
Oh, here we go. So we got a feud.
Yes.
And what is the final straw that causes the feud between the aliens and the humans in this office?
It's that one of the aliens gets promoted above Greg Kinnear.
Oh, that's not on.
No,
Nepotism.
and Greg has been working like a dog, even with his bum hip in his new office job.
Wasn't he retired?
Well, no, but his job's now.
Oh,
doing
yeah,
this. He's still got the bum hip. He
been
didn't
right back in,
retire that.
How do we find out about the alien being promoted? Does Rick
Moranis
call
announces it
Yeah.
at Greg's birthday cake party thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's his birthday.
Yeah.
They're celebrating him, and then in walks Rick Moranis, and he announces that Mr. Kree soldier, the Romford guy, let's call him Dave. Dave has been
Dave the Chitauri warrior.
yeah. No, Dave's Kree.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Dave's
Dave's
Kree.
not a
Kree.
Chitauri name. Don't be silly.
Sorry.
Um,
That'd be stupid.
Don't be racist.
Do you know what Dave means to Chitauri? You bastard.
it means attack. You've got to be really careful. They're like Eskimos. They have 500 words for attack.
All called Dave. Okay. So it's Greg's birthday.
Yep.
Rick Moranis has bought out the cake. He's
Yep.
got his fire extinguisher on his back, ready to fight any cigarettes that are out.
He blows out the cake's candles with the fire extinguisher
Oh, yeah,
because
of
it's a
course.
fire hazard.
Yeah.
And blowing on with your mouth is disgusting.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
And
He's above that. He's the boss.
yeah, so he does that, and that's when he chooses that point because he realizes Greg Kinnear's not up to the job. So he immediately promotes Dave on the spot, and that was the final straw for the last remaining humans in this office. And
who leads the charge?
leading the charge,
Well, who's the first one to snap?
Greg.
Greg.
Greg snaps.
Greg snaps.
And in his snapping, he ends up. It's like a passive-aggressive snap, shall we say. He takes a minute, he takes a breather, and then hatches a plan. And he gets Mavis involved.
Yeah, obs.
And our other person who we haven't discussed yet.
Okay.
Nice new character.
Who's
Right. Let's have a bit of tension build up
Sexual.
while I think of who it could be. No, we need one of those like wise janitor types.
A keymaster.
Yes. A keymaster.
The Keymaster, he's in. Who plays the Keymaster?
The keymaster will be played by what's his chops?
What's his chops?
Sam Elliott.
Sam
Oh,
Elliott.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, I like Sam Elliott. He
Yeah.
can do anything, that man.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
I don't know who any of these people are.
What?
I don't watch films.
Right, Rick Moranis is. You were saying it so confidently earlier.
I know who Rick Moranis is. The rest.
Jennifer Connelly, famous for Labyrinth, and she was in Ang Lee's Hulk. She's in Blood Diamond.
I've never seen any of those films.
You are missing out, sir, in mixed levels.
I deal with this every week.
Okay.
How are you still making this? Are you the tech guy? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, basically, I get paid to play with the knobs.
Well, I'll tell you what
You're
we can
getting
do.
paid.
We can bring you in as the tech guy.
Oh,
Me?
yeah.
I'm being casted.
Who do you want to play you?
The Rock. Who plays Fester Adams?
What, the new one or the old one?
The old one. Oh, what's his face?
Christopher
Christopher
Lee.
Lloyd.
Lloyd,
Yeah.
sorry.
Christopher Lloyd. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd plays me.
Christopher Walken. Welcome to Picture Good.
Is Christopher Walken now Serbian?
Yeah, no, it's your film, mate. I don't know what happened.
It's the Timu version.
Do you know, I've just realised something. Like, Christopher Walken is superb in a TV show called Severance. Absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. Sorry, yeah.
And I'm starting to
yeah.
wonder if that's what seeped into my brain to make this film. It's not wildly dissimilar.
No. Do the people get to go home in this?
Yeah, but they live downstairs. So yeah,
we have the Keymaster played by Sam Elliott and me played
you.
by Christopher Lloyd.
right. So what we have.
Investor gear.
infested gear.
Okay.
Yeah, so they all get together, all the humans, and they're working out a good way of like getting one over and getting their own back. Because the war is done. The war's gone. They're not going to win the war, but they can get this tiny victory for mankind.
I do like that they were okay with their general enslavement, but one of them getting promoted above the others. Like, that's it. I've had enough of this.
Yeah, I worked bloody hard for this company, for this ridiculous agency.
It's kind of got Oddworld vibes about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Let's start again. Let's make an Abe's Odyssey movie. That was brilliant. Yep, Abe played by Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So right now, so we've had the promotion.
Yeah.
And Greg is pissed. Pissed. Passively, aggressively pissed.
Yep.
Okay.
He is PAP.
What does he do? What does he do?
I like an acronym.
Nice,
Yeah. So they hatch a plan. What can they do to start undermining the hierarchy? Right. Now, it starts small with, Post-it notes and like taking people's food out the fridge.
Oh, that's just food.
Horrible office things.
During this little montage, can we have the Great Escape music playing in the background?
100%.
Please.
100%.
But at like 50% speed in the minor key.
If you're going to do that, I would go Rocky.
Yeah.
Just really, really. But yeah, so you just so they have like this little montage of little things they're doing, but then it just gets to points of like taking the cyan out the printer, little things that would just really annoy people, and all the things that Mavis has been doing that weren't her job that she was doing, like begrudgingly having to order all of this stuff. She just stops doing. Stops doing.
No more Sharpies around the office.
No more Sharpies.
Whiteboard pens, nowhere to be seen.
None whatsoever. They're all just every night they take the caps off and just leave them.
Oh, no.
Let them dry.
There is no
sick son of a bitch.
How do you sleep at night?
Maybe we've gone too far. Maybe we've not gone far enough.
I know, the only one that's left is the yellow one. This will do. We can all see this, can't we?
And it's on the whiteboard that's directly in line from the sun through the window.
Well, it's sepia. We won't see it.
We won't sepia.
Very nice.
Lovely. So in this montage, we've got all of these bits going on.
Little bits, and they progressively get bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is when it almost sort of pivots to feel like a war plot, like a war film. I can't remember for the life of me the name of it, but there's one like Eddie Izzard and Matt LeBlanc where they go undercover as women in Germany to...
Schindler's List.
No. Not even close.
Sorry, I'm thinking of the sequel.
Schindler's Escalator.
Okay, so it's got the air of war.
Yeah, so you get this montage and they're like doing all their little jobs and you're watching each one, you're following them, going around and like doing whatever it may be, unplugging someone's monitor, doing that thing where you hold control and alt and press down and then flips their screen. Like, yeah. And
switching M and M on the keyboard.
Yes, exactly.
You look genuinely angry.
He looked real mad, didn't he?
I'm going to Hulk out.
Yeah. Don't, you'll die. And yeah, so we have that. So then all it ends up doing is all of these, like they keep having to get tech support in from another realm. Because they're all been outsourced to Novacore. And I'm now just naming things I know from Marvel.
Yeah, some deep cuts in there.
Yeah. So all the Novacore who are left after Thanos ravaged them are now in tech support for his entire thing. And so they're just getting in all this tech support and it's costing fortunes. And then what ends up happening is Business Chitauri Man comes down and has to do an evaluation on Rick Moranis because for some reason his office is now costing them so much money that they can't justify.
So someone's coming in from head office.
Head office, yes.
God.
Yep.
And who comes from head office? Who's the supervisor?
Right, we want someone who will be more intimidating than
Rick
Rick
Moranis.
Moranis. Right?
Oh, fuck.
Pause the podcast. We're going to have to think about this.
I am thinking Paul Giamatti. Right? Do you know what I love about this?
Yeah.
I sound drunk. Right? I am most definitely not. I'll come back after a beer and we'll see if it gets more normal.
So Paul Giamatti, what's the name of the character he plays?
So
Is he Chitauri?
He is Chitauri. Oh no, sorry. Let's not make him Chitauri. Let's make him Kree.
Okay.
Yeah, because it makes
Easier, isn't it? Make it blue.
Can you explain the difference for Paul? The difference between the Chitauri and the Kree.
Right, so the Kree are the sort of crazed.
I thought it was about, well, actually, the Chitauri we're the Kree.
If you don't want an answer, don't ask. Basically, the Chitauri are the foot soldiers, and the Kree are the generals.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, they're totally different species, totally different planets. But yeah, that's roughly how it ends up working.
Okay, that
The
makes
Kree just look like blue men. And
Yeah.
women.
Oh, okay.
And women.
Yeah.
Cancel again.
And then there's a couple in the Marvels who are just regular folks.
Yeah, every now and again.
Don't know why. Like Jude Law.
Yeah.
He was Kree.
Yeah, he's fit though, isn't he? So he can be. He
He's
doesn't have
so
to be
fit,
blue.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Fit Kree.
Fucking hell.
Right. So we have...
Sorry, no,
fit.
stop for a minute. I'm just thinking about Jude Law and how fit he is.
Kree fit the game.
Just
Jude 4.
Jude. Can we have Jude 4 play this Kree?
Let's have him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he
Let's
died.
fucking have him. Sorry, I don't know why that made me laugh.
Okay,
he
right.
might have died in the Captain Marvel movie, but who
I
knows?
don't know.
Jude Law plays the Kree supervisor who comes down. What's his name? Is it a standard Kree name or is it a...
He did have a name, but I'm under
Oh,
pressure
don't worry
now.
about it. Don't matter.
Let's call him John.
John the Kree?
While I think about it.
John
And by think about it, I'm definitely Googling who he played in.
John Creeman.
John Creeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Okay, so he comes down. He's
He plays someone called Yonrog. So let's call him John Rog.
Oh, very nice, John
yeah,
Rog.
yeah.
John Rog.
Yeah, there we go.
John Rog comes down in his corporate
Yes.
spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Furious about all the money that's being expended on for no reason.
Yeah.
Right? Then they're not procuring like they should have been. The cost of things is going through the roof. They've for no reason whatsoever just decided to switch their delivery companies. And they're going all the way around the wrong way of the galaxy. They don't use all the little portal things that jump them. Jump points, I believe they're called. Yeah.
Oh.
And you can tell I've watched Marvel and Office Space recently.
Busy week, was it?
I'll tell you what, my delivery ain't arrived either. So I'm just getting out frustrations here is what I'm doing.
If it's Amazon, they're efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you say they're efficient, that's fine.
They say right about what you know. So
He's
yeah.
down- yeah. So he's annoyed that the New York office
Yes.
is not pulling its weight, spending too much money. It's in
Yep.
disarray.
Yep.
Because little does he know, there's a plot.
There's a mole. There's a
sabotage.
That's the word.
There's a saboteur.
It's the whole team they were sabotaged.
Oh, I thought you meant there was going to be a saboteur in that team. So is there a snitch?
No.
No one's snitching.
No. What?
Don't overcomplicate it.
Don't you know how well thought out this plot is? And you're coming in here with your big ideas about moles and saboteurs.
I've never had a big idea. let's just be clear.
This podcast was your big idea.
I can't even
was
do
it.
this. Okay, right. So he does he kick in through the doors? Does he get like? Oh God, I'm very glad that I phrased that with the razor edge. So does he boot the door in?
Sure. Oh no, he's one of those reserved, upright, like quietly confident.
Stoic.
But stoic's a good word. Yeah. So in he comes,
Mysterious.
and as soon as he walks in, everyone goes quiet. Almost like, westerns where they stop playing piano.
Is there a guy with a piano?
No, but they're all on their keyboards and they stop, right?
Does he walk through a set of barn doors? Saloon doors.
The world is so fucked from the wall. The door's just hanging off its hinges, just waving in the wind.
It's a bartender cleaning a glass, just sort of stops.
Yeah, and then Jude Law immediately fires him because they shouldn't have a bar in the office.
Yep.
And
right, first thing, get rid of that.
Yeah. The poker table.
It's a multi-purpose building. This
horse tied up outside.
It's a strange building. They do procurement and poker. It's poker procurement.
Nice. Very nice.
Poker procurement.
Yep.
Right.
And then he comes. He pulls Rick Moranis to one side. Well, in front of everybody.
Yeah. He's got to assert dominance.
Yeah, asserts his dominance, and then it has one of those where it just.
How did the Kree assert dominance? I just want to see what age racing we're going for this.
He sits him down very nicely.
On his lap.
Yes. I'm trying to make this PG-13 here. And,
what have you been watching this week?
What happened to your arm? Why are you on your wrist? Oh, I see.
So with Paul's carpal tunnel, we are. He's sitting down.
No, basically, and you have one of those shots that's like from the point of view of everybody else watching through the glass window.
Yeah,
and he's getting read the riot act, and Rick Moranis is turning and he's pointing fingers literally at all the people outside, blaming Kinnear, blaming all that. All the while, nobody realizes, right, that all along Mavis has been undercover working for John Rogg.
Shut up.
She has been reporting back on Rick Moranis.
There was a snitch.
There was a snitch.
But she's been doing the.
Yeah, she's been helping with the plot.
She's been helping with the plot, so she's a double agent.
She is a double agent.
Wow.
And no one knows.
Double O Mavis.
Oh, yeah.
It's the first Bond reference we've had in 19 weeks.
For England, James.
That was a really good Sean Bean.
It's posh voice, isn't it?
Okay, right. So, and is she sort of like observing what's going on here, and she's not worried because she's a double agent.
No, so what happens? Moranis gets dragged out, literally, by like the scruff of his neck, and then fired in front of everybody.
Wow.
And when I say fired, I mean by a gun.
Oh, wow. Out of a cannon.
John Rogg shoots him there and then to make an example. And how do we know? Yeah, how do we know that he's been lying or he's been in trouble? Because he points out Mavis and says that she's been reporting back all along, which worries everyone. Especially Greg Kinnear.
So Greg,
he's especially worried because he's the first one who snapped.
Yeah,
and he's put all this in motion. He is the ringleader. Yeah, so he thinks he's next.
Wow. So
John Rogg gets everybody in the room. Much akin, similar shot to what we had with the birthday cake celebrations.
I was going to say, is this a catered meeting?
No. He turned up unannounced, and there was poker going on. Like, and
trying to save money, Jim.
Yeah. He's a bureaucrat now. The war's over.
Just send someone to Pret.
Yeah.
Put a couple of biscuits down,
and he's not going near those shiitake mushrooms. So yeah, So like I say, it's almost shot for shot like the other one, and then he pulls up. I've forgotten his name. Cree dude who got promoted. David. Romford Dave. Right?
Dave.
Yeah. So he pulls David up. And David thinks he's going to get the big promotion into Rick Moranis' job. And so does everyone else. And you see Greg Kinnear do like the Arthur hand, where he just squeezes his hand by his side.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
in anger. Like,
wow. Yeah.
Jimmy, you got a clue what we're talking about, have
you? No idea. I mean, who knew I'd be the cool one?
You've definitely never listened to an episode. I could have told you that before I knew you.
And so he turns out he's also been thieving, embezzling from the business.
Oh wow! What's he been embezzling in?
Arms.
Yeah. And legs.
Yes. The Chitauri have multiple arms.
So this is human parts.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I was going to go with the guns they were procuring, but yeah, he's just been making a little bit of money on the side, and Mavis found this out.
Right.
So John Rogg shoots him there and then, and
Wow.
promotes Greg Kinnear
So Greg's in charge.
to Rick Moranis' job.
He must be sweating.
Now, that is what we think is the end of the movie. All right?
Right.
I think that's a nice end. The humans win a little bit. He gets his job. But in the kind of epilogue bit of the film.
That's the bit of the engine.
Thanks. I know English.
I think that's Greek. But yeah, so but yeah, so he, what we find out is Greg is now really, really upset. Like the balance of the team's gone because Greg and our janitor and yourself, Jim, are all really upset that they all along were working with Mavis and she'd been going behind their backs and reporting without telling them. And they built up all this trust with somebody who they didn't like in the first place. And then she's basically like undermined all that trust they made. And Greg is particularly upset by this because they've been sleeping together all this while.
Whoa.
Since it started getting like,
Yeah.
there was a plot.
Greg and Mavis.
Greg and Mavis.
Wow.
Yeah. They started having this little romance and the trust is gone. They are completely shot. And then the last sort of 10 minutes or 15 minutes of the film is her basically apologising in the pouring rain, trying to win him back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
very nice.
She
Very
did
box.
it all for him. Yeah, exactly. She loved him all along. And she did it all for him. But he's there being stubborn, like, you did this behind my back, and really mad at her.
Yeah.
But she did it for him. And then they fall in love.
Oh, they fall in love.
Yeah.
So it's got a happy ending.
Yeah,
It's
why
a
not?
rom-com right at the end there. I liked it.
a little
What?
rom-com.
This has got about 6 genres in it.
Yeah. yeah.
Just,
It's a complete mess. Yeah.
I just want to.
I'd watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to point out here now that obviously Greg is not happy with the whole order of the aliens anyway running the place, right? No. But now he's in charge, and if he messes up, then John Rogg is going to come down and shoot him too.
Yeah.
So is he now in this weird kind of two-stage, two sides of his brain where he wants to do good because he doesn't want to get killed, but then he has to run the company properly?
A little bit, but also he knows he can do it better than Moranis ever could.
Oh, right. So he's so now he's sort of
Torn, isn't he?
So
Yeah.
is there an undercurrent here
But-
of the corporate culture and what it does to from your own personal ambition?
I mean, sure, if you want to make this deep. I mean, this film I wouldn't even class as subsurface. Essentially, you're looking at, but he's now got, in a world that has ended and everything's gone to pot, like, bear in mind, the world they're in is a world where Tony Stark invented an Iron Man suit, gave everybody hope. The event, like Captain America came back, and you had Thor, who was an actual god. You had Hulk, who was this crazy supreme being. And then they're all gone. Hope has gone for the world. And in this tiny little world that he now lives in, of his own, he has met Mavis, fallen in love, and he got a promotion. And that's all any of us can want out of life.
And the cake.
A cake that's covered in
Tari phlegm.
I like the idea as well. The final scene being like he walks into the kitchen with a little, was it Jatari mushroom in a cross, like it's banned, and just hangs it on the wall.
I'm going to make some real changes around here.
just throws the coffee machine straight out the window.
Yeah. Just those little Nescafe pods. That's Nescafe.
Are we trying to get like sponsorship? Is that what we just name drop as many companies as we can?
It's not happening. We have the worst advertisers. They don't pay us, and we say the names.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping, but I think we're going to get to the point where people are going to pay us not to mention them.
I was getting a nice shot into this camera.
I don't want you.
That's what everyone says, Jim. They just stop that song right there.
Really short Diet Coke.
Hey, Andrew, what? I don't want you. See ya.
Andrew, what's the name of this film?
I like The Bureaucrats.
The Bureaucrats. Oh, nice little nod
Yeah.
to the Aristocrats.
Yeah, sure.
You're the only one who's thinking that.
Okay.
Oh, nice little nod to something that sounds vaguely similar.
The Bureaucrats.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Andrew Dipple,
Yep.
would you like to hear your film back?
Oh, dear God. Go on.
Do you think he was just writing it down for a laugh?
I didn't know why he was writing it down. I just thought you were going to pick up on a weird thing I said, and then you just kept going because it got weirder.
I'm killing this. He hasn't picked one flaw.
Fan of the show, Andrew. Andrew, your film is set in modern day New York in the aftermath of the 2012 Avengers war where humanity has lost. And it's in sepia.
Yep.
We cut to an office where we see Greg Kinnear, a retired traffic warden for bum hip, and he's in his office.
Sounds like the ramblings of a madman.
It was. You watched it happen.
Yeah, I know.
And there are various other characters in this office. Mavis, the secretary, played by Jennifer Connelly. Rick Moranis is the boss. There's an alien Cree. Cree is the right word.
Cree, yeah.
Cree. He's a Cockney geezer from Rumford.
Got that him.
He was so important at the start.
We also have a tech guy, which is me, played by Christopher Lloyd, as Fester Adams.
Just so unnecessarily mean. It's you, Fester Adams.
Do you know what I love? He called that himself. I was going to get. We could have had Paul Giamatti play you.
I was going to do. You know this thing where people would tag themselves where they look like they were 21 years old.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I was going to just put a picture of Fester Adams.
Nice.
This is me, 21. Can't do it now. Because all of these listeners. Okay, right, and we cut to there is but no, so we see these weird things happening. Like we just see some office banter going on. You know, Rick Moranis is stubbing out cigarettes, just extinguishing any fire.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that the entire city is on fire.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
He doesn't want that near him. Yeah.
He doesn't.
Yeah. Not in my office.
no fires. The fire wardens are pretty militant. Yeah, they take it very seriously, don't they?
Really seriously.
Yeah. They all wait. They put their fluorescent jackets on the back of their chair, don't they? They're like,
does he point to a big health and safety sign that says fires belong outside the building?
If you want a fire, take it into the street.
Oh, a nice little not like a little red herring. The no firings in the office. Oh, that's rubbish.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a birthday party for Greg, and he's got his cake, and everyone's eating the cake. And at this time, Rick Moranis, the boss, decides to promote somebody in the office. And Greg has been working his ass off. He's been working late nights with his bum hip, with all of his skills. Actually, to be right as well, these non-transferable skills from his previous job as a traffic warden.
Do you not know how hard being a traffic warden is? Like the level of bureaucracy you have to attain.
I was about to say, are you about to defend a traffic warden?
Yeah.
Because that's not a good look, man.
You know, I've heard this podcast before. They're your target market, right? 100% of your listeners are traffic wardens.
Just traffic wardens and the brain
alienate
dead.
them.
Traffic wardens, coma patients, the whole shebang. Okay, right. So, and at this point, he decides to announce his promotion. I can imagine Greg sitting there. He's ready. He's doing his little tie. He's
Sort of
ready
like
to go.
in disbelief that it's finally happening.
Yeah, exactly. Finally, it's happened. Yeah, and going on his voice. I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, what was that?
I was into it.
You really gyrated when you did it.
I did. Yeah. Let's go out after. Okay, so all right, so and then he doesn't. He promotes The Cree, Dave, Cockney Dave. Cheers, Gov, for the promo. I'm off down the pub.
Are you auditioning?
And not even for him.
No, yeah.
You could have played yourself. Yeah, no, I'll play Dave.
I'll play the Keymaster. No, the Keymaster is in here. We didn't decide he played the Key. No, we did. We played the Keymaster.
I don't think he does
Sam
anything.
Elliott.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't do anything in the film.
No, he's just part of their crew.
Yeah, he's always in the background being like, hello.
Just swinging keys and menacingly sweeping.
He's the one who's going in, taking the lids off pens. Because he's got access to the rooms.
He lets him in.
Yeah.
So,
found him a job.
And at this point now, we see that this is the last straw. He can't take anymore. He's going to have to take it down from the inside to him. So Mavis, the whole office are going to have like a montage of all the weird little things they're doing there.
Yep.
They're, breaking things, leaving pen lids off, stealing the Post-its. No, like taking the Post-its, unsticking them, then putting them back on so they don't have any stick on them.
You are evil.
Yeah.
Jim's been fired from a lot of office jobs.
I've unstuck a lot of Post-its in my day. So, I don't even know what that means.
No one does.
Okay. Right, so, and at this point, it doesn't go unnoticed because head office now get involved.
Yep.
And a Cree, a Cree called John Rogg, played by a sexy Jude Law, comes down in his spaceship and he's pissed. He comes into the office. He's very like darkly charismatic. Everyone takes heed. They're all playing Western songs on their computer keyboards. There's a game of poker that stops. The bartender stops wiping the bar. It's all going on.
I love that was all the stuff that you guys said. And you're still writing down. Yeah. You're ruining my film. My perfect film.
We're not.
Well,
Agree to disagree.
We like it when the guests feel welcome. Okay. Okay. And at this point, he gives Rick Moranis a tearing down in the office in front of everyone.
Yep.
And that's not enough.
No.
Because he gets fired with a gun.
Yes.
Dead. And then everyone thinks that the Cree's going to get promoted because obviously he's just been promoted.
Yeah.
A couple of days before. But he doesn't.
Well, this happens over a month or so.
Oh, so
Yeah.
John Rocky's in the
No,
office for a
no,
while.
the montage.
Oh, the montage,
Yeah.
Yeah, because, to sort of,
Yeah, then
you can't go downhill that quick.
yeah.
Just through Post-it wastage.
The new order wouldn't have even arrived yet. Like.
4 pens dry out and the head office are like, get down there. Kill him.
Only yellow markers left.
Rick Moranis must die.
That's a good name for the film as well. Okay, so now and then he doesn't because he gets fired as well. At this point, we find out that Mavis is a double agent. She has been grassing up her own activity.
Yeah.
Because she's a double agent and she wants to bring down because she's secretly in love with Greg and wants to see him promoted.
Yeah.
And then so Greg gets promoted and there's then a 15-minute epilogue.
Yeah. That seems about right.
Yeah. Of just her trying to explain the film to him.
Yes. From her point of view.
From her point of view.
And we can do that with a little montage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Of
Can
every-
we have a song playing over it as well?
Yeah, sure.
What song?
I'm the one and only. I don't know.
I'm the one and only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just her typing.
I am the one and it's typing.
Yeah.
Just the whir of the mushrooms in the microwave. Someone pressing the coffee machine.
I know. You could do anything by Take That, like a million love songs or something. Something really sweet.
Cyan's gone. PC load letter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Right,
Just paper jams.
Just paper jams all day.
Paper Jams sounds like an 80s hip hop song.
Yeah, in comes Michael Jordan as Paper Jam. With the aliens and the basket. We're not going there. Another week.
It's good to have stuff to cut out.
Okay, and then that's the end. And it's called The Bureaucrats.
Yeah.
Paul, what do you think?
I love it. I love it.
We've got to make this film. I think this is an ode to Office Space. One of the best comedy films ever made.
I think Marvel are perfectly fine with other people making movies based on their stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've got no problem with copyright.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be really honest with you.
Yeah.
I am shocked.
You're shocked.
I thought I'd get a lot more pushback.
I beg your pardon. It's not that kind of podcast.
Have you got a bum hip as well?
No, I think it's a great idea. It's an ode. It's a superhero movie. We've got some great characters in here.
It's a superhero movie with no superheroes.
We've got Uncle Fester. We've got absolutely. We've got everything. We've got
a Greg. We've got a Dave.
Got to keep it grounded.
Yeah.
People want relatable material.
Yeah,
they do. Yeah.
The current superhero movies aren't working.
No.
This is the shake-up they need.
Yeah. I could imagine couples sitting there and saying, "You're the fire warden in your office, aren't you?"
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, none of that. Oh, I wish you looked like Chris Hemsworth. Like, none of that anymore.
Do you remember when Stephen was promoted above you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you were grumpy for weeks.
Relatable movie. This is what we're going to make it. We're going to make it, Andrew.
Yeah.
Right. Brilliant. And thank you so much for coming in, Andrew. Where can we find you on the socials? What are you doing? Where can we see you?
Right. So I am at Andrew Dipple Comedy. That's Dipple. Yeah, like nipple with a D.
Nipple with a D.
Yeah. So Andrew Dipple Comedy on Instagram and Facebook, and on Saturday I am over in Bow hosting. It's called Roast Beef.
Roast beef.
Roast beef. It is a roast battle hosted by the Don't Flop guys.
Right, brilliant.
So massive YouTube channel, Don't Flop, like hundreds of millions of views and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, fantastic.
And so I'm going to be hosting their comedy roast battle on Saturday. So go find Don't Flop, look on their page, get tickets, come down, and then on Monday I'll be in Harrow doing a showcase in the University of Westminster.
Oh, educational affair.
Yeah, it's called Area something. Area 51, Area 49, something like that. Yeah.
By the way, if you do go to his comedy beefing, don't watch the Andy's film because it'll taste like human. Brilliant. Yeah. Thank you very much, Andrew, for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
And Paul, it's been another episode in the bag.
It's been another episode recorded.
We were here, we did it.
To enjoy, tolerate, or follow, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.